Today's topic is enzyme immobilization. Today we will discuss about what is enzyme immobilization, its advantages, disadvantages, and what are the carriers we will use for this method. So, what does we mean by enzyme immobilization? Let us stick to the word enzyme immobilization. First, we will see what is enzyme. Enzymes are those biological catalysts which enhance the rate of chemical reaction. And what is immobilization? Immobilization means to restrict or bound something in a restricted area. We have to make sure that while we confine the enzyme, we do not have to affect its physical and chemical properties. The physical and chemical properties of enzyme should retain itself. So, enzyme immobilization means to bound or confine a compound in a restricted area without affecting its physical and chemical properties. Now, we will look after what are the advantages of enzyme immobilizations. Advantages of enzyme immobilization are: we can use catalyze again and again, easier reactor operations. Third point is they are easily separable. There can be multiple or repetitive use of single batch of enzyme. We have the ability to stop reaction rapidly by removing the enzyme. And the first and most important advantage is that product is not contaminated with the enzyme. Now we will look after the disadvantages of enzyme immobilization. There may be additional bearing of cost for purification, isolation, and recovery of active enzyme. The second disadvantage is enzymes are inactivated by the heat generated in the system. Whereas some enzymes become unstable after immobilization. Now, first industrial use of immobilized enzyme is done by Chibata in 1967. Now, uses of enzyme immobilization. It is used in various biotransformation processes, in production of secondary metabolites, in various biosensors, in food industry, and also in seed germination. Now, for enzyme immobilization, we will use some type of carriers and matrices. Now, what are carriers or matrices? The matrices or carriers, or we can say support, they immobilizes the enzyme permanently or temporarily without affecting its physical conditions. These carriers or matrix immobilize the enzyme by holding it permanently or temporarily for a brief period of time. There are wide variety of carriers and matrices which can be used for enzyme immobilizations. The matrix or carrier used should be cheap, easily available, does not interfere in the reaction, they should be inert in nature. Now we will see classification of carriers. Carriers are classified into three types. One is inorganic carriers. Second is organic. Second is organic natural, and third is organic synthetic. So now inorganic carriers. Inorganic carriers include zeolites, ceramics, diatomaceous earth, silica, glass, and charcoal. So zeolites are microporous aluminosilicate minerals with good absorbing properties, and extensively they are used for immobilizing the enzyme, or we can immobilize the whole cells. Now, what are ceramics? Ceramics are non-metallic solids consisting of metals and non-metals they are held with ionic or non or covalent bonds. The composition and bonding pattern varies with different types. Now, what is diatomaceous earth? They are silicaceous sedimentary rock found by fossil accumulation of the cell wall of diatom. Diatomaceous earth are good absorbent and are resistant to high pH and temperature. Now, what are organic natural carriers? There are various type of organic naturals. So one is alginates. Alginates are natural polymers which are obtained from cell wall of algae, and they have a good water holding capacity. Now another one is chitosan or chitin. Chitosan or chitins, they are a polysaccharide which are obtained from cell wall of fungi and exoskeleton of arthropods. Now another type of organic naturals are collagens, pectin, starch, carginin, cellulose, and gelatins. Now, what are collagens? Collagens are proteinaceous support with good porosity. Gelatin is partially hydrolyzed collagen with good water holding capacity. And gelatin are present in our bones. Cellulose is a natural polymer and most cheapest support available as carrier of enzymes. Now, what is starch? Starch is a natural polymer of amylose and amylopectin and it has a good water holding capacity. Now, organic synthetic. Now, third category of carriers is organic synthetic. They are ion exchange resin or polymers. They are resin or polymers, insoluble support, and has porous surface. Example of organic synthetic are polyvinyl chloride, polyethylene glycol, and diethyl aminoethyl cellulose. Diethyl aminoethyl cellulose.